y'all, it's Rachel, and I just have a real quick little short video for you today. And before I jump into that, I also wanted to let you know, if you're wondering why I changed the name from Rachel at Tiramore Farms to Rachel K, which is my middle initial is K, I have another little short video that I'm going to upload about that, just kind of explaining the name change. So I'm not going to leave you hanging, don't worry about it. All will be revealed in due time. And also, I'm not going to stop doing homestead related videos or anything like that either. There will still be homestead related videos showing up on this channel, and I just wanted to give you that little bit of a heads up so you know what's going on with it before we get started to this video, so you're not just totally confused, and I'm going to explain more later. So for this video itself, what I am doing is showing you a quick little DIY recipe for a skin serum using essential oils. Now this recipe is designed to help prevent loose skin from weight loss and help to fade stretch marks and other skin imperfections and scars and things like that, and just increase the skin's overall health and elasticity and moisture and all that good stuff. I'm not a skin expert or anything like that, but I did a little bit of research on some different ingredients in terms of nourishing oils and essential oils that are great for the skin, and so that's what I formulated this recipe with. And my main goal for this is to help to prevent loose skin as much as possible in my weight loss journey. Now I understand that loose skin is an inevitable kind of thing when it comes to losing a significant amount of weight, anything more than 20 to 30 pounds. There's a good possibility that you're going to have at least some loose skin, and there are a lot of things that affect it that we don't really have any control over, like our genetics, our age, just our skin's natural elasticity, how much it's been stretched and shrunk and back and forth and different things like that. So all of those kinds of things that we can't control in retrospect, we can only control going forward. So we can't change, our age or our genetics or how much weight we have to lose or whatever. But there are some things we can do to at least help make the situation as best as it can be. And so that's what I'm trying to do here. I don't feel like this is going to be a miracle serum that's going to solve all of my problems and prevent me from having any loose skin at all or whatsoever, or anything like that. But I want to do what I can to increase my chances of having the least amount possible, if that makes sense. And I wrote an entire blog post about it, so I'm going to link that down below. And in that blog post I talk more about the individual ingredients and why I chose them, the properties that they have that make them good for your skin, and all that kind of stuff. So if you want the full recipe and the full nitty-gritty on all the ingredients, that's going to be down in the description box. If you are curious about essential oils, please contact me directly, which you can also find contact information in that link in the description box. And yeah, so that is basically it. That's what this video is for. In terms of what I'm doing to help prevent loose skin, other than moisturizing with these nourishing oils and everything, I'm also just staying hydrated, trying to be more active, trying not to yo-yo, which is really bad for your skin, to stretch it and shrink it and stretch it and shrink it again. That's really damaging to the elasticity. Also consuming foods rich in collagens and healthy proteins. In particular, I try to sneak grass-fed beef gelatin in everything that I can, and different things like that, and just drinking tons of water. So we'll see at the end of the road what happens, and what happens. You can't always control everything in life, but we can give it a good old college try. So that's what this video is for. If you want more details on what I'm doing here, you can go to the link below in the description. I've got the full list of all the ingredients, all the ratios, why I chose them, why I think that they're going to be beneficial in this serum, and also links to where you can purchase them from as well, because some of them are a little bit harder to find than others. You can find pretty much all of them on Amazon, which is where I linked to, but they're not all ingredients that you're going to be able to find in a store. And in terms of the essential oils, if you want to use the exact essential oils that I'm using and the brand that I recommend, like I said, just contact me directly and I'll be happy to point you in the right direction. So let's get started. So the first thing you want for this is some kind of a glass bottle to hold everything in. Glass is going to protect the essential oils better than plastic, and you don't have to worry about it leaching into your serum. And I am starting with a base of coconut oil, specifically fractionated coconut oil. That's really important because fractionated does not solidify in cold temps, whereas regular coconut oil will start to solidify at like just under room temperature. So you definitely want fractionated. And I chose coconut oil as the main base, honestly, because it's the cheapest and most economical. You can switch that up to personal preference, but coconut oil is the least expensive, so that's why I chose to make it 50%. And it is a really good moisturizing oil and a really good carrier oil for essential oils as well, as long as you got fractionated. That's important. Next oil I chose was sweet almond oil, which was a new oil to me, and I've really been digging it. Like, I've been using it to moisturize my hair as well now because I have some left over. And then grapeseed oil was the next one that I chose. And then the next oil that I chose was castor oil, and altogether it was about 50% coconut, 25% sweet almond, and then about 12% each castor and grapeseed oil. And I just kind of guessed at the proportions of that. I didn't measure it all. If you would like, you can definitely measure. I'm just not that like uptight about it, I guess. So that's what I did. And then what we have here is rosehip oil, which is not really an essential oil, but not really like a nourishing body oil either. As you can see, it comes with like a little dropper. So for that particular one, I just added several dropperfuls because it's definitely one of the more expensive ones. Then I spilled it, which is always so nice when you spill something that costs a lot of money. And I just rubbed it into my hands because I wasn't going to waste it. So I just used it on my hands. I also think it's worth noting that it's going to last a really long time as well, because I used several droppers out of it and it barely made a dent in the oil itself. So it comes with a lot and you don't need a whole lot for the serum, so it's going to last a really long time, so that's good. So after all the carrier oils are in the jar, I started to add the essential oils, which included lemongrass and patchouli essential oil. And I'm sorry, I think my dogs just barked. Hopefully I didn't pick that up. And then I also added frankincense, the king of all oils, which is good for almost anything. I love frank. Helichrysum, which is the premier skin oil for all things skin. Geranium, which heads up, smells a little weird, kind of like floral pickles, but it's good for the skin. And then the metabolic blend, which is a proprietary blend from my brand that has several different ingredients, which includes citrus. So if you use metabolic blend in this, you cannot use it and then go out in the sun because citrus oils can increase sensitivity to sun. And then lavender oil, which is very soothing. And again, I wrote on the blog that's in the description down below. I sound like a broken record, but I wrote all of the reasons that I chose these specific oils in that blog, so you can go look at them and you can definitely like leave some of them out or do whatever you want in that regard. I chose to add about 20 of all of these except the metabolic blend and the geranium. I only added about 15 drops each of those, which equals out to about 8 drops per fluid ounce. I explain all of that again on the blog, so you can go check that out if you're curious about all of the ratios and stuff. And again, this can be tweaked to personal preference. I had reasons for choosing all of these. They're all beneficial to the skin, and so that's why I chose them. But you can definitely mix and match, change up the ratios, do whatever. Everybody's different. We all have different bodies. We all have different preferences. We're all gonna respond differently to different things. So by all means, tweak it, play with it, let me know how it works. I'm hopeful that I'll get some, decent results out of it. Obviously, it's gonna be a while before I'll have any idea if I did or not, but I figured I would share it anyway and see what happens, At the very least, it's definitely going to moisturize my skin and be good for it, whether it helps prevent loose skin or not. So yeah, and be sure to subscribe down below if you want to see future videos. And you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm at Tiramar Farms, all those places, and I'd love to see you over there. And let me know in the comments if you try this and if you like it, or if you have like a recipe that you use, or if you have any experience with loose skin, because I'd be interested in hearing about it. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.